Hello everyone, welcome to voting video number 105 in the incredible Mandela Effect voting video series. Today we're going to cover Megadeath, and at the end of the video I'm going to talk a little bit about the Mandela Effect in general and some things I've noticed recently. So Megadeath is like the third video or effect actually that's hit me after I had already known about it. I've known about this one for a few months. But then today, it just hit me like a ton of bricks, like the stoplights. I had mentioned before, I knew about that. And then one night, all the stoplights just looked upside down. And then also, recently, I did a video on They Live. And I had known about that for a week. But then I saw it and boom, it just hit me. I mean, so this is like the third time that that's happened now. And They Live has an exclamation point, exclamation mark, if you haven't seen that. In my memory and other people, but it never had one. Never had an exclamation mark in the movie They Live from the 80s. So Megadeath, to me, looks like MEGADEATH. I clearly remember death spelled like how we spell the word death. I mean, it just looks wrong. It looks too short, looks wrong. Now, before you start commenting, oh man, you're just dumb. It's always been MEGADEATH, MEGADETH. I understand that. I know that it's always been this. If those are your types of comments, you don't understand what's going on. So just save those comments. I understand it's always been MEGADETH. Okay, so we can just move on from there. So I found something extremely interesting with this. So you're going to want to stick around and check this out. There's a wrestler who had a jacket with Judas Priest, Twisted Sister, and Megadeth patch on. And somehow, from one day to the next, it goes from Megadeath to MEGADETH or death, whatever. I'm just going to call it MEGADETH because it looks weird to me. So he goes from Megadeath to MEGADETH from one day to the next. Now they're saying that he was embarrassed. People were on Twitter talking about, how could he screw this up? I guess it was this article here. Nice patches on the vest. Noticed Megadeath misspelled. So people were talking about it. So then in the article they said that, oh, well, he had the patch changed from one day to the next. Really? I mean, this here is very odd. Where do you even get a patch with the misspelling Megadeath like this one? And then come back the next day with this one? I mean, internet shames WWE's Dolph Ziggler into fixing Megadeath patch? Where did this patch even come from? Yesterday we reported on a travesty. Ziggler came out on Sunday at the Money in the Bank PPV with a Megadeath patch. Just how I remember it. Like it was on the back of the jean jackets on different dudes in high school. I mean, I remember it like this, okay? Thumb this video up if you remember Sunday. It's Megadeath patch. And if it's always been MEGADETH on Monday, then go ahead and thumb the video down. So this is just crazy. I mean, I don't know. Oh, man. Dolph clearly got the message, right? Because the next night on Raw, the patch was now missing and the dreaded second A and fixed. All is right with the world. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Go back to your programming. So, there's another article here. Took us a few days to notice this because we're false metal and don't like wrestling much. However, Metal Injection was on top of it. Noticed right away. Sunday's Money in the Bank. Pay-per-view wrestling special found wrestler Dolph Ziggler taken to the ring in a studded vest with metal band patches on it. Twisted Sister, Judas Priest, and of course, Megadeth. Wait, what? Either Ziggler, or more likely his stylist, wasn't big enough of a fan to know the name of one of the big four was spelled wrong. Well, where did it even come from? I mean, are we watching? Could this be the Mandela effect? Just like flip-flop from one day to the next? I don't know. This is crazy. Did they really change out the patch? I mean, I don't know. Wow. So, got some more residuals here. Let's see. The Beavis and Butthead Experience. 99 Ways to Die. Megadeth. Here we go. You got some people down here. Who the F is Megadeth? You know, they're questioning the person who titled the video. You know, WTF, which type of fail are you? You know, they're saying that he failed because he put Megadeth with the D-E-A-T-H. So anyway, people talking about this. It's MEGADEATH, man, not death. So when was this? They're talking about, this was 7 years ago. And they were talking 5 years ago. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you putting the name wrong? So we got Megadeth returns, Daily Mail, little article there, spelled the way I remember. Now, here's the other interesting thing I found. Oh, it's not this book, but it's the next one. This one, the 100 Greatest Bands book. You know, they got Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica, Judas Priest, spelled the way I remember here. There are hundreds and hundreds of books, spelled the way I remember. A lot of people say, oh, those are all misspellings. But what blows me away is the people that are like into this. They're into it. They're putting up videos on YouTube, their favorite rock band, and they don't even know how to spell it. So this here I thought was really bizarre. Let me get a little backstory here. Within weeks, we were gigging and amazingly developed a large following. It was an irony that after all, our choreographed moves, extended drum solos, and dumb songs were getting more attention than many of our more studied efforts. We received a phone call from a rising new band, MEGADETH, threatening to slap a lawsuit on us. So what this is a book called Late Nights with Bob Dylan. It's a band, Megadeth, actual M-E-G-A-D-E-A-T-H. They were, I don't know what you call them, kind of like a joke band or it said here somewhere. They were just a band that formed. And they were, all right, I'm sorry. Luckily, our drummer Keith was schooled in law and showed great savvy in registering our name, Megadeth. The ridiculous story of MEGADEATH versus MEGADETH, which made the cover of the Wall Street Journal, eventually led to a countersuit which was settled out of court. We sold our name for $10,000, more money than any of us had seen in some time. Our last Megadeth show proved to be our most memorable. All right, so who'd they sell it to? Did they sell it to MEGADEATH? MEGADEATH sued them, and they did a countersuit because they had the right to Megadeth. So they sold it for 10 grand and they just stuck with MEGADEATH for the next 30 years? I don't know. This is bizarre here, everyone. Late Nights with Bob Dylan. So this, you can look. I was looking at Facebook, Megadeth, Rocking Hard, Bob Ford, he spells it as, there's another Mandela effect. John Deere in the background, Deary, with the extra E on the end there. Megadeth live at Rock on the Range. I mean, all right, so come on, really? I mean, you're going to post this and you're going to put Megadeth, Rock AM Ring, 1995. Really, Gregory? Megadeth, Rock On? I mean, these guys, they like the band. These people that like the band, they spell it, well, they spell it wrong, but there's a reason they're spelling it wrong. I don't know. This is just really bizarre. This one's really crazy. I have a whole bunch of other ones I want to do, but have to take off. Got to head to work, so yeah, this will be it for today, everyone. I mean, it's just as bizarre for the YouTube videos, like I was saying earlier. If my computer will show you what I was trying to show you. Megadeth, Holy Wars, A Punishment Due. Megadeth, Rock in Rio. It's right in front of their face, D-E-T-H. And we see this over and over again. Classic rock interviews with Alice Cooper and Megadeth. I just can't believe all the people that are, they like the band, they upload the video, and they don't know it's Megadeth.